Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Call William La, Adonai Yahweh, Bashim Shamalak Yahweh, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, peace, citation, hope for elect, Shalom. And titles lessons going to be Judgment on 4th of July, 2022. And they said there was a July 4th parade, 6 dead, 30 hurt, and shooting at Chicago area. They said police say a gunman on a rooftop opened fire on an Independence Day parade, suburban Chicago, killing at least 6 people, wounding at least 30, sending hundreds of marchers, parents with strollers, and children on bicycles fleeing in terror. And it shows you that, the Most High is sending judgment on all your pagan holidays. He's sending his judgment. And for the most part, like when you look into 4th of July, that holiday was not for you Jakes, man. That's a holiday for Esau. That whole Independence Day shit is only for Esau. It wasn't for you Jakes. So all the pagan holidays that Esau has made on this side in America is all meant for him. You Jakes trying to take part into something that you pretty much never, these are not your customs, basically, what I'm trying to say. But the customs y'all supposed to be doing is taking part of the high holy days that the Most High had created. This whole 4th of July shit ain't for you. What are y'all independent from? Y'all still in slavery. Let me see. And it says, like, authorities said a man named as a person of interest in the shooting was taken into police custody Monday evening after an hours-long manhunt and around Highland Park, an affluent community of about 30,000 on Chicago's north side. And the 4th of July shooting was just the latest to shatter the rituals of American life. Schools, churches, grocery stores, and now community parades have all become killing grounds in recent months. Showing you that's judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yashai. This time the bloodshed came as the nation tried to find cause to celebrate its founding and the bounds that still hold it together. And quote, it definitely hits a lot harder when it's not only your hometown, but it's also right in front of you, resident Ron Tuizon said as he and a friend returned to the parade route Monday evening to retrieve chairs, blankets, and a child's bike that he and his family abandoned when the shooting began. Let me go into this part. Let me see. The shooting occurred at a spot on the parade route where many residents had staked out prime viewing points early in the day for the annual celebration. Dozens of fired bullets sent hundreds of parade goers, some visibly bloodied, fleeing. They left a trail of abandoned items that showed everyday life suddenly, violently disrupted. Half-eaten bag of potato chips, box of chocolate cookies spilled onto the grass. A child's Chicago Cubs cap. In quote, there's no safe place, said Highland Park resident Barbara Hartsey, 73, who had stayed away from the parade fearing a mass shooting but later ventured from her home. Alright. I'm just gonna most likely just go into some scriptures from right now. Lord willing, hopefully like will be edified. So in Ezekiel 33 verse 29 says, then shall they know that I am the Lord when I have laid the land most desolate because of all their abominations which they have committed. Right. And one way the Most High, not only with these mass shootings that he's gonna lay the land desolate, but he's gonna really he's gonna bring about a lot of various methods to kill you you jakes out there that's still taking part of these pagan holidays, and that's still fanning your hand at the Heavenly Father's words, that's still turning your ear from hearing this truth. You know? Most High's just gonna send more of his judgment out there to y'all. Proverbs 17 verse 11 says, an evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. And we all know that pretty much these people, they rebel against hearing the words of the Heavenly Father, that are most likely in these parades. And these people, that there's pretty much like a lot of camps out there for hearing this truth. You know, there's a lot of Israelite camps out there, and they are brothers in that's in the GMS camp that's in Chicago. So for the most part, these people are gonna really have it to where they're gonna experience just a lot more deaths very soon for pretty much being part of these holiday parades and things of that nature. Yep. Another source I wanted to bring out says 2 law enforcement officers shot during a July 4th festival in Philadelphia, source says. And they said the Philadelphia Highway Patrol officer suffered a grazed wound to the head, and a Montgomery County Sheriff's deputy suffered a gunshot wound to the shoulder, the source said. So it's showing you that these times are really getting crazy, man. That's why, scriptures say, I'm about to bring it out too, like, you gotta be circumspect, man. People are really shooting at cops, not only in Chicago and New York, they're doing it in other states as well. And then you're starting to see a lot of law enforcement, all these police officers that are starting to decline. They're starting to, like, resign from the force. And that could very well just bring about Jacob's trouble right there and then. Because if there's less cops out there, you definitely are going to believe that more crime is going to run rampant out here. Ephesians, the 5th chapter, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding that what the will of the Lord is. Right. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with spirit. Right. So, we're not in a time pretty much to be going outside, being, drinking till you're drunk and shit like that. Nah, man, we gotta be sober for the most part. I mean, everything's in moderation. Yeah, you could drink and all, but for the most part, if you want to be drunk and all, at least stay in your home, And obviously you want to drink in moderation, but you don't want to go outside and having to deal with all the shit that's going out in this world, all the evils that's going out in the society. Like, it's best supposed to be in your own home at this point, and just going outside when you need to, So that's the lesson I wanted to bring out there. And with that, hold me the lesson edifying. Let's give all glory, praise, honor to Adonai Yahweh Bashim Sham Lak Yabshai Bashim Kakadash, double honor to Apostle Els Great Millstone, peace, citation, Follett. Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashai Shalak Rayam Adawam Wako Yam Wa Ababa Shalom.